Snow drifted gently across the quiet street as Emma Hayes sat alone on her porch, her wheelchair cold beneath her. Christmas lights blinked from every house except hers. She watched families laughing, carrying gifts, sharing moments she once believed she'd have one day. But life had changed fast. One accident had taken her ability to walk, her job, and slowly, the relationships she once trusted. Tonight, she only hoped her old, glitching wheelchair wouldn't freeze in place like it had last week. But then it happened. The motor sputtered, jerked twice, and died completely. Emma sighed, rubbing her frozen hands together. Not tonight. Please, not tonight. She tried again. Nothing. And tears she'd been holding in for months finally slipped out. Just then, a small voice broke the silence. "Miss, are you okay?" Emma lifted her head. A little girl, maybe 7, stood at the edge of her porch in a fluffy pink coat. Behind her, Christmas music played faintly from a nearby house. "I'm fine," Emma said softly, wiping her cheek. "Just having a little trouble." The girl peeked at the wheelchair. "My dad fixes things. He's really good. Can I get him?" Emma opened her mouth to politely decline, but the little girl was already running. Within minutes, a tall man in a mechanic's jacket approached, toolbox in hand. The little girl held his coat tightly like she was guiding him. "Hi," he said warmly. "I'm Daniel. My daughter, Lily, said you need help." Emma felt embarrassed but nodded. "The chair keeps dying. And the repair shops are closed for the holidays. Let me take a look." He knelt beside the chair, checking the wiring, the motor, the loose screws that no one had bothered to tighten during previous repairs. Emma watched him work, noticing how gently he treated her wheelchair, as if understanding it wasn't just equipment, it was her legs. Lily sat beside Emma on the porch. "Daddy can fix anything," she whispered confidently. Emma smiled at the little girl's faith. "That's a good skill to have. He fixed my old dolls, our heater, and once, a bird with a hurt wing," Lily added proudly. Emma chuckled softly. "That's very kind of him." As Daniel worked, the wind grew colder. Emma's hands shook slightly, and Lily placed her small mittened hands on top of Emma's. "You're cold. I'll keep you warm." That simple gesture, so innocent, so pure, made Emma's heart ache in a way she hadn't felt in years. After 30 minutes, Daniel stood up. "Try it now." Emma pressed the button. The chair hummed smoothly, stronger and cleaner than it had in months. Her eyes widened. It works." Daniel nodded. "The wiring was failing. I cleaned everything, replaced what I could, tightened the frame. But honestly, this chair needs a full replacement soon. Until then, it's safe." Emma's throat tightened. "How much do I owe you?" Daniel shook his head. "Nothing. It's Christmas." Before she could argue, Lily tugged on Emma's sleeve. "Miss Emma, can I ask something?" "Of course," Emma replied. The little girl hesitated, eyes shimmering like she was gathering courage. "Can you be my mom?" Emma froze. Daniel's face dropped. "Lily." But Lily wasn't finished. She looked up at Emma with trembling lips. "I know it's weird, but all the kids at school have moms to bake cookies, help with homework, hug them when they're scared. My mom went to heaven when I was little. And, when I saw you sitting alone, you looked like you needed someone too." Emma felt her heart shatter and rebuild all at once. She reached out slowly, brushing a strand of hair from Lily's cheek. "Sweetheart, that's a very big question." "I know," Lily whispered. "But you looked so sad. And sometimes I feel sad too. Maybe we could be less sad together." Emma couldn't hold back anymore. She pulled Lily gently into her arms. For the first time in years, she felt something warm fill the emptiness inside her. Daniel knelt beside them. "I'm so sorry. She's been asking questions like this a lot lately. I didn't know she'd." Emma shook her head. "No. Don't apologize. She's honest. And brave." Lily looked up. "So, is it a no?" Emma smiled through her tears. "It's a not right now, but it might be a yes someday." Lily's face lit up like the Christmas lights around them. Daniel exhaled in relief but also smiled, soft, hopeful, and grateful. "Would you like to join us for Christmas dinner?" he asked gently. "We live right across the street. I'd hate for you to be alone tonight." Alone. The word echoed in her heart, because she had been. For too long. And for the first time in years, she didn't want to be. "I'd love to," she whispered. Lily grabbed her hand excitedly. "Come on. Daddy makes the best mashed potatoes." As Emma followed them, her repaired wheelchair rolling smoothly through the snow, she felt something she thought she'd lost forever. Belonging. Connection. Family. That night, surrounded by warmth, laughter, and the scent of cinnamon and pine, Emma realized something. Sometimes miracles don't fall from the sky. Sometimes they walk right up to you in a pink coat and ask if you can be their mom. And that Christmas, Emma wasn't just given a repaired wheelchair. She was given a reason to hope again. A reason to live again. And the beginning of a family she never knew she needed. Emma expected dinner to be simple, a quick meal, a polite thank you, and then she'd return home to her quiet, dimly lit house. She never imagined it would feel like walking into a memory she thought she'd lost forever. Warmth spilled out of Daniel and Lily's home as the door opened. Golden lights glowed softly across the living room. A small Christmas tree stood in the corner, decorated with mismatched ornaments, some hand-painted by a child's tiny fingers. It felt lived in, loved, genuine. Lily tugged Emma inside excitedly. "Sit next to me. I saved you a spot." Emma laughed softly as the little girl guided her to the dining table. Her repaired wheelchair moved smoothly, and she silently thanked Daniel again. The table was set with simple plates, candles, and a small gingerbread house that seemed to have survived a sugar explosion. Daniel walked in from the kitchen with trays of food. "I hope you like home cooking. We don't do fancy, but we do warm." Emma smiled. Warm sounds perfect. And it was. They talked about everything, how Lily loved drawing animals, how Daniel ran his small repair shop, and how Christmas for them was always about togetherness more than gifts. But for Emma, it was complicated. She felt the ache of years spent alone, of friendships that faded after her accident, and of dreams she once had, marriage, children, a home filled with laughter. Lily brought her back to the present. "Miss Emma," she said between spoonfuls of mashed potatoes, "if you don't have anyone to celebrate with, you can celebrate with us every year." Emma blinked, her throat tightening. "That's very kind, sweetheart." "It's not kind," Lily insisted. "It's true. Because family doesn't have to match. Daddy says family is people who choose you." Daniel shot the little girl a surprised look, then smiled shyly at Emma. "She listens to more of my advice than I thought." Emma felt something flutter inside her, something painfully beautiful. But the night wasn't done with surprises. A door Emma didn't expect to open. After dinner, Daniel cleared the table while Lily showed Emma her drawings. They were colorful, chaotic, and full of life, just like a child's world should be. One drawing made Emma pause. It showed 3 figures. A man. A little girl. And a woman in a wheelchair, smiling. Lily noticed her expression. "That's you," she said proudly. "I drew it before I even met you." Emma's heart pounded. "Before you met me?" Lily nodded. "I prayed for a mom. And then I drew what I hoped she'd look like. I didn't know God would use a wheelchair. But that's okay. Wheelchairs can be cool." Emma felt tears burn her eyes. Daniel walked over quietly. "Lily draws what she wishes for," he said softly. "Sometimes. I think she sees things before they happen." Emma whispered, "She's special." "She is," Daniel agreed. Their eyes met for a moment, longer than before. Something passed between them. A possibility neither dared to say aloud. The pain beneath the magic. As the evening grew deeper, Emma noticed a framed photo on the mantel. A woman with warm eyes, holding baby Lily, smiling at the men beside her. Emma's heart sank with guilt. "That's her mother." Daniel nodded. "Claire. She had a heart condition. Passed away when Lily was 3. He sighed, looking at the photo gently, without bitterness. "I promised I'd give Lily a life filled with love," even if it was just the two of us. Emma swallowed. You've done a beautiful job. Thank you, he said, then added softly, but even with love, some spaces in a home stay empty. Emma felt the meaning behind the words. Lily returned with hot cocoa and snuggled beside Emma. Miss Emma, if I ever get a mom someday, I hope she smiles like you. Emma kissed Lily's forehead gently. You are a treasure, sweetheart. And for a moment, the world stood still. Warm cocoa. Christmas lights. A little family she had stepped into by accident, or maybe by fate. The first sign of change. When it was time to leave, Daniel helped Emma with her coat. I can walk you home, he offered. Just in case the chair has any surprises left. Emma smiled. I trust your repairs. Still. I'd like to. They stepped out into the snow. Lily held Emma's hand the entire way. Halfway to Emma's house, Lily looked up at her. Will you come to my school play tomorrow? I'm an angel. Emma hesitated. Crowds made her anxious. Moving through tight spaces in a wheelchair often drew stares she hated. But Lily's eyes. I'll be there, Emma whispered. Lily squealed happily and hugged her. Daniel smiled. She hasn't invited anyone to a school event since Claire. Emma felt honored. Overwhelmed. And scared. When they reached her porch, Daniel cleared his throat. Emma. I'm glad we met today. Me too, she said softly. He looked like he wanted to say something more. Instead, he stepped back with a gentle smile. Good night. Good night, Emma whispered. But once they left, the emptiness of her house felt different, not painful, but temporary. For the first time since her accident, she felt something new. Hope. Real, fragile, trembling hope. And she didn't know it yet, but tomorrow's school play would bring a moment that would change her future forever.